if you did these correctly, you should have ended up with 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, minus 7 is negative 13. This makes a negative 3 minus 7 is negative 10, 0 minus 7 is negative 7, negative 4, negative 1. And these are the numbers that we're going to plug in here. So we have negative 13, negative 10, negative 7, negative 4, negative 1. But like I said a second ago, there's a common mistake. I would imagine a lot of people put 1 or negative 1 as this very first answer. You have to be very, very careful with how you calculate these. If I did 3 times negative 2 and got negative 6, if I have a negative 6 and I subtract 7, that's going further down the number line, which is why we end up at negative 13. So you have to be very careful about these calculations you're making, because if you mess one up, it's not going to turn into what we're looking for. Please remember, all of what we are doing in this chapter is linear equations. So when I graph this, I should get a straight line. And let's go ahead and take a look at the graph itself. This is what you're going to be doing in a moment on your own. All of the numbers in my XY table are points that are going to go on a graph. Negative 2, negative 13, negative 1, negative 10, 0, negative 7, 1, negative 4, and 2, negative 1. All of these are going to go on my graph. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a graph. At this point, you guys don't need to write this part down. I just want you to follow along on the screen. And then if you would like to copy it down afterwards, I'll have it posted on the website. So I'm going to set up my X and Y axis here. And I'm making mine a little bit larger than you're probably going to need to for most of the problems you do. I just want to make sure there's plenty of room. So I'm going to take a look at the numbers that are in my chart. Each pair of numbers is a point. Negative 2, negative 13. That means that on the x-axis, I'll go over left, because it's negative, to negative 2, and then on the y-axis, down 13. So I'm going to go left, 1, 2, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then I have negative 1, negative 10, so down or over 1, down 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go over 0, down 7. I'm going to go over 1, down 4. Over 2, down 1. And if I connect all these dots, because this is all linear equations, I should get a straight line. Everything that you are graphing in this chapter should give you a straight line, which is exactly what I have. Now, lines go on forever, so I'm going to go ahead and put the arrowheads on the end of it, but that's not that big of a deal. And that's the entire process. You take the equation that you had, you choose numbers for x, and you want to choose small numbers, plug each of them in to get the y value, and then you graph them.